Why would a king knowingly march to his death, fully aware of a prophecy foretelling his doom? What gave Leonidas, the Spartan king, the resolve to face an empire's wrath with just 300 warriors? And how did his ultimate sacrifice ignite a flame of unity that would shape history? This isn't just history. It's a blueprint for transformation. Leonidas I, Spartan king and legendary warrior, defied the Persian Empire in a battle that echoes through history. You may know him as the leader of the 300 at Thermopylae, but why did he choose certain death over retreat? What drove him to make such a monumental sacrifice, not just for himself, but for his men and all of Greece? Leonidas's decisions weren't born of rashness. They were rooted in a code of honor, strategic foresight, and an unyielding belief in the Spartan way of life. By exploring his life, his choices, and his legacy, we uncover a narrative of duty, bravery, and leadership that still inspires. Born around 540 BCE, as the third son of King Anaxandrides, Leonidas's path to greatness wasn't guaranteed. Spartan society valued warrior culture above all else, and Leonidas was molded by the Spartan Agoge, a brutal training regime for boys beginning at age 7. The Agoge wasn't just training, it was survival. Spartan boys were stripped of comforts, minimal food, crude shelters, and harsh punishments. They were encouraged to steal to survive, but punished severely if caught. This taught them cunning and resourcefulness. The Agoge turned individuals into parts of a greater whole. Each Spartan was trained to prioritize the unit over themselves, forging a unity that was their strength in battle. By age 20, Leonidas became a skilled hoplite, trained in the phalanx formation, a Spartan wall of shields and spears. This tactical discipline made the Spartan army nearly invincible, capable of holding off vastly larger forces. Though initially overshadowed by his half-brother Cleomenes, Leonidas married Gorgo, Cleomenes' daughter, known for her sharp wit and wisdom. Together they formed a formidable partnership, one that solidified his claim to leadership in Spartan society. Years of harsh discipline and training forged Leonidas into more than just a warrior. He became the living embodiment of Spartan values: selflessness, honor, and sacrifice.
So let me get this straight. Spartans basically threw 7-year-olds into what sounds like a nightmare boot camp, stripped them of anything remotely comfortable, and then had the audacity to call it education.
Exactly. They weren't just raising kids. They were molding soldiers with tough love. And by tough love, I mean a daily dose of misery, a side of exhaustion, and just a sprinkle of hope.
Oh, and let's not forget the part where they were encouraged to steal food. Like, go ahead, break the rules. But if you got caught, wham, another beating. That's some twisted idea of a reward system.
Leonidas became king at a time when Greece faced its gravest threat: the Persian Empire under King Xerxes. Xerxes, ruler of an empire stretching from Egypt to India, sought to crush Greece, seeing it as a disjointed collection of city-states. Persian forces, numbering in the hundreds of thousands, inspired dread across Greece. Entire cities surrendered without a fight. Leonidas, however, saw an opportunity where others saw defeat. Thermopylae, a narrow pass between cliffs and the sea, was a natural bottleneck. Here, the massive Persian army could be held at bay by a smaller, disciplined force. Leonidas didn't just march to war, he united a fractured Greece. While some city-states like Athens and Corinth joined the cause, others hesitated, and a few even sided with Persia. Leonidas knew the Spartans had to lead by example, demonstrating the resolve and unity needed to inspire others. He handpicked 300 Spartans, all fathers with sons, symbolizing their readiness to sacrifice everything for Greece. Alongside them were 7,000 warriors from other Greek city-states, forming a coalition of hope against tyranny. The oracle of Delphi's prophecy weighed heavily. Sparta would either lose a king or face destruction. Leonidas accepted this grim choice, knowing his death could rally Greece to stand against Persia. His march to Thermopylae wasn't just a strategic decision, it was a moral stand for freedom, unity, and the survival of Greek civilization.
Are you telling me that Xerxes rolls up with what might be the biggest army in the history of forever, and Leonidas just says, "Oh yeah, no problem, I'll take 300 guys and some cliffs"? I mean, was he serious, or was this just Spartan confidence turned up to 11?
That's exactly the Spartan way. Why bother bringing an army when you've got unwavering confidence, brilliant tactics, and a narrow pass that's the best defense nature could give you?
And let's not forget the oracle's role in all of this. Imagine being Leonidas, going to the oracle for some clarity, and they drop the biggest doom and gloom prophecy of the year, like, one of you kings has to die or the city burns. Thanks a lot for the pep talk, oracle. Super motivational.
At Thermopylae, Xerxes demanded the Greeks lay down their arms. Leonidas' response?
Molon Labe, come and get them.
This bold defiance wasn't just bravado. It was psychological warfare, showing the Spartans' unbreakable will. The Spartans unnerved the Persians by preparing with ritual calm, grooming their hair, polishing their armor, and performing rites as if readying for a festival rather than a battle. For 2 days, the Greek phalanx repelled wave after wave of Persian assaults, including the elite immortals. The narrow pass neutralized Persia's numerical advantage, turning their numbers into a liability. On the 3rd day, betrayal struck. A Greek named Ephialtes revealed a hidden mountain path, allowing Persian forces to flank the Greeks. Leonidas faced an impossible choice: retreat or hold the pass to the last man. He chose sacrifice, dismissing the bulk of the Greek army so they could regroup and fight another day. Remaining with him were his 300 Spartans, 700 Thespians, and 400 Thebans, who together prepared for a final stand that would echo through eternity.
So, when Xerxes demands that they surrender, Leonidas just casually drops Molon Labe, as in, come and get them. That's main character energy on a whole other level.
Right? It's like he was auditioning for the most epic historical one-liner of all time. The Persian messenger is probably expecting a long speech. But nope. Leonidas just looks him dead in the eye and throws down what might as well be a mic drop.
And then there's the whole hair grooming ritual. Can you imagine being one of the Persian scouts? You come back to Xerxes all panicked, like, yeah, so the Spartans are over there combing their hair and acting like this is some kind of spa day. That's not just calm, that's borderline unsettling.
And then, of course, you've got Ephialtes showing up to ruin the day. Imagine being the guy who betrays his people for some Persian gold or a title. That's not just betrayal, that's a lifetime of bad PR.
The final hours at Thermopylae were a testament to human courage. As their weapons broke, the Spartans fought with whatever they had: rocks, hands, even teeth. Leonidas himself fell, a spear in hand, leading his warriors to the bitter end. Xerxes, enraged by the resistance, ordered Leonidas's body mutilated and displayed as a warning. This act backfired spectacularly, turning Leonidas into a martyr and galvanizing Greek resistance. Though the Greeks lost the battle, they delayed the Persian advance long enough for the city-states to regroup. These critical days bought time for Athens to prepare its navy, leading to a decisive victory at Salamis and later at Plataea. Leonidas's death became a rallying cry for Greek unity, inspiring alliances that would ultimately repel the Persian invasion.
Okay, so let me get this straight. They fought so hard and so long that their weapons literally broke and they just kept going. That's not just determination. That's next level, we're taking you down with us energy.
The Spartans were like, oh, we're out of swords? No problem. We've still got our hands and a serious grudge. It's honestly the kind of thing you'd expect in a movie, except it really happened.
And then there's Xerxes, who's so furious about the whole ordeal that he had Leonidas's body mutilated. I mean, come on, Xerxes, what was the plan there? Let me defile this guy who just turned my invasion into a massive headache. Yeah, that's going to stop people from remembering him.
Leonidas's sacrifice transcended the battlefield, becoming a symbol of resistance and unity. A monument at Thermopylae bears the epitaph,
Go tell the Spartans, stranger passing by, that here obedient to their laws we lie.
His story inspired leaders and movements throughout history. Renaissance humanists, American revolutionaries, and even modern military strategists have drawn lessons from his defiance. Leonidas's legacy isn't just about war. It's about values, honor, duty, and the willingness to sacrifice for the greater good. He reminds us that true leadership requires selflessness and the courage to stand firm, even when the odds are overwhelming.
Leonidas' story isn't just ancient history. It's like every leader, every military strategist, and even every motivational speaker since then has tried to channel their inner Spartan.
Whether it's Churchill during World War II or some CEO trying to rally their team, they all want to have their Thermopylae moment.
And that epitaph at Thermopylae, I mean, that's not just a tombstone message. That's basically a mic drop for all of eternity.
So, why did Leonidas choose to sacrifice himself, even with the prophecy foretelling that either Sparta would fall or a king would perish? The answer lies in his unwavering commitment to Spartan values and the greater good of Greece. Let's break down the Leonidas Blueprint. First, embracing the prophecy. Leonidas understood that his death could unify and inspire the Greek city-states to resist Persian domination. Second, preserving the Spartan legacy. By selecting 300 Spartans, all with male heirs, he ensured that their lineage and Spartan society would endure, even in the face of certain death. Third, tactical brilliance. His strategic choice of Thermopylae as the battleground leveraged the terrain to counter the Persians' numerical superiority, exemplifying tactical brilliance. Leonidas's tale reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the strength of character can inspire nations and leave a legacy that defies time itself. Join us on an epic journey through time as we explore the lives and legacies of some of history's most legendary leaders, where we offer a deep dive into the figures who shaped the ancient and classical world. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more historical adventures, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode.